are we going? I had remembered to move the mic in front of me this time. I truly am the streamer. How are we all doing? How's the week been in my absence? I hope everything's alright, everything's still standing. Didn't burn anything down. I don't feel like I need to be like, don't touch the stove kind of thing, but you never know with some Twitch chats specifically. So I'm a little bit late because I had a nap that turned kind of into a short sleep. So we're just going to jump straight into some more Galacticare. I actually really enjoyed when we played it on Saturday. So much so that I actually played a little bit more of it on one of the side missions. I think I've always enjoyed like the 2 Point Hospital games, and this is very similar. So I can see why I still enjoy it. So as you may have noticed, I'm back from Melbourne, and it was a nice trip. I enjoyed it a lot.
Another gig has been secured for Galacticare's blossoming portfolio, this time at Firestone, a place of pilgrimage for religious Kuba Bali. Given that other cultures don't have the foggiest idea about Kuba's spirituality, it's mostly a tourist destination. It also happens to be incredibly volcanic. While the regular rhythms of Firestone's volcanism are its main attraction, on this particular occasion, the entire surface seems to have exploded. Untold numbers of people need emergency aid, Director. I should possibly have led with that. Mary and I stand ready to support you.
Sounds kind of like Io, the volcanic moon of Jupiter. But yeah, my trip to Melbourne, the capital of Victoria, I think it's the biggest city in Australia currently. I think it just overtook Sydney, like towards the end of last year. It was really nice. It's a nice place. I've come to the conclusion that, excuse me, that Melbourne is probably the nicer city than Sydney, but Sydney has a nicer location than Melbourne, being around the harbour and everything. But Melbourne, it's got a really nice public transport system. There's a lot of trams around the place. Obviously, it was in the city centre where we were staying, so it might be a bit different as you move further out.
Station around Firestone. I wish I had better news for you, but it seems as though the entire world is presently on fire. I'll patch you through to our Kuba client, Mother Buck, a religious figure and, oddly, director of tourism.
Sacred greetings, Galaticare. We embrace you to our world, as we did your competitor. May you thrive in our orbit, and the best of you acquire our money. So it is.
Our competitor, sorry?
Salazar, I believe. You were the two highest rated healthcare providers.
Okay, so they are our competitor. I wasn't entirely certain.
Ourselves a bargain. A meal deal, if you like. Whichever of you performs best gets paid, as stipulated.
Salazar, are you absolutely sure?
It's been too long, my precious flowers. No need to stress yourselves. Dorian Salazar has been hard at work preparing his hellcat bosom to receive the world's toasted clientele. You're cordially invited to sit back and enjoy the disaster that Salazar shall make of your fragile reputation.
Yes, well,
Rudeness.
To hell with that, I say. Let's go, Director. Ready when you are.
Okay, this is where the reception is. Let's go for... Oh, what was the rotate button again? Yeah. Okay, what was that? Ugh! We fired off something. There are shenanigans afoot. I'm not a fan of that. We'll need a diagnosis room for sure. That's like guaranteed. Legitimately do not know what happened there. I'm pretty sure it was someone doing something, but nothing turned up in the old, like, event log. So I just got spooked. That was all. Which, I mean, does make it look very uncool on my part. Okay, now it's well decorated. Let's get a... Ooh, bit of chugging. Get a doctor, driven dancer. Let's get this guy, because I think he's a local, and that kind of looks better, you know, to a certain extent. Gain.
Is it time to get cooking?
Yeah, we might as well open it up.
Hospital opening now. Let's show that corrupt reprobate some real healthcare excellence.
We'll open it up and just kind of see what we need up next, you know?
A call from the surface for you, Director. A somewhat smoky monk and his acolytes. This may be a useful edge for us as it happens.
This diagnosis. Yep.
Galacticare. I am Brother Gumbo, an advocate of the first faith. Apologies for the conduct of the Mother Buck, whose greed compromises you.
Incandescent
The people
regular.
suffer, and I bring them to you to save. The other one, Salazar, cares little for life. We arrive soon. Thank you for your presence and your earnest help. I hope to aid also.
Ooh, we're getting aid, whatever that means. That's exciting. I hope. Anyone good at lasers? We need someone good at bone stuff. You, Jim O'Brien the 14th?
Galacticare, thank you for the gracious docking.
That's
I've arrived with my
stuff.
kin,
Consultants.
other acolytes suffering from burns and disaster. I should like to aid your work in buttering their toasty bodies back to health. Forsooth.
I received Mr. Brother's details, and while he isn't trained in contemporary medicine, he seems to have an exceptional knack for healing the sick. This may be the edge we need to eject Salazar from orbit.
As a scion of the first faith, I spread my joy to all I touch, though it may take me some time to touch each patient thoroughly. None who taste my wisdom shall ever come to harm.
I feel like this fool is
the solemn
suspicious,
promise
you know?
of Brother Gumbo. I'm grateful to be able to heal the ailing bodies of others.
Oh dear.
And to aid your work ongoing.
Oh, no sneeze came out. That is disappointing.
And so my work begins. Salazar is a toilet child and must not be allowed to prosper.
Welcome aboard, Mr. Brother. There's lots to do.
Thank you, small machine baby. May we march into the future's in
Thank you, small machine baby.
Sure thing. You're strange, but lots of people are like that in space. So I'm sure that's fine.
I reckon he's evil. My money's on him being evil. And I know you're probably wondering, but Joe, you hired the guy. Yeah. Yeah, I did. Hopefully it'll give us more work, you know? We have not enough chairs, primarily because we don't have any. Inadequate cat, how are you doing? Is it really that time again? How's the world of inadequate treating you this past week? A cat persists? Hell yeah. Sometimes that's all we can ask for, right? Persistence. It might not be much, but it gets the job done. Just put some lockers in here. Hopefully capitalism doesn't have you down too much. Oh, we don't have a toilet. That seems like something we should have.
Hello, it's me again.
Director, you may be on a diet, but your patients are not. They need vending
I
machines.
just built some, champ.
A pilgrim has been cured. The first recovery from this needless disaster. A shame that such greed befell our people.
I think he's dodgy. I don't have anything to back that up, but I feel like he's dodgy. Oh, so is it getting hot in here? Is that why it's like flashing red?
Catch you in the void.
So how was your weekend? Inadequate? Did you get up to anything exciting? I mean, I was down in another city in Melbourne, which was quite nice. It was nice to excuse me, nice to get away for a little bit.
Near half of my people have been healed. My heart bursts with joy. May the jam of your healthcare continue to spread across the faithful.
Had to work on the weekend? Damn, that is rough. That's unkind, even. I can relate. It has been very busy at the office, as I think I've mentioned. Okay, next we'll activate one of these bad boys.
All the stricken have now been massaged back to health. Long may Dunce Boy Salazar reel at his
Get him, Brother
spiritual
Gumbo, get him.
failings.
Amazing! I made the perfect choice in hiring you. Oh, thank you for being here, my lovelies. We might actually get to remain a tourist destination after all this.
Thanks for having me. Ooh, what's this? A biostasis beacon. Reduces patients' health decay in a large radius. Interesting.
Director, that biostasis beacon is a real find. It generates a field of alleviative nanites that curtail health deterioration. I suggest parking it somewhere our ailing patients congregate to maximize its effectiveness.
Put it here. Because it's near all the diagnosis
Bud is
rooms.
calling us about the first milestone in our contract. Quite intrigued as to what kind of challenge she'll provide us, actually.
Hello again, my darlings.
Hi there.
Now that you're nicely settled in, it's time to see how well your company can service our needs. Your machine butler should have the requirements for this first task. Best of luck.
Not entirely inaccurate as a designation, I suppose. As degrading as this may
Okay,
be,
heal, what do we got?
we've been tasked with maintaining a certain hospital rating, ensuring our staff are relatively happy, and treating a number of patients from the planet's surface. I rather despise having to jump through the hoops of mundane hospital operation, but whatever it requires, I suppose. We are here to serve the fine peoples of space.
Okay, we are going to...
Hello, Galactica. Had to clean some of this up. Not easy with flippers. I hope none of that's illegal.
Kind of teleporter there. I'll get some more of these. There. Okay, that should hopefully increase our throughput.
See you around, space.
Sunflowers down, some of those things. Where do we get crafting from? I can't remember. Dreamarium. Okay. That's where this comes in. Oh, that's right. This is the clam one. One with the clam. Slap some windows in the side of it. Everyone can look at it. close to the door. Same with this. I had a nap this afternoon, or this evening, and I overslept, unfortunately.
Biofeedback signals suboptimal.
Oh, we need more doctors. Okay. Apocalyptic joy? Yeah, sure. Actually, hold on. Let's get rid of that one. Growing Companion is a much nicer name.
Artless employer.
Okay, we need a centrifuge. And do. I just love putting down the warning tape stuff because it is just a very easy thing to kind of get a well-decorated score. And also it looks dramatic. Alarmed Dancer is a great name. Let's get Snud Ginfirf in here. Oh, what's happening to you? Oh, toxic addiction. Okay, that checks out. I thought it was like a glitch, but no, it was a real condition. My mistake. We need to build a staff lounge so that our staff doesn't have to commute all the way back.
Warm greetings to you all.
Sup? Whatever your name is, I cannot recall.
Having a gander.
Having a gander.
I'll chuck it in. Pick that up just for you.
Oh, thank you. You shouldn't have.
Thank you. Come again.
Oh, yeah, that's 11. We need more of these.
Meteors incoming, Director. Hold on to something.
Put one here.
Back to the loam for me, Galacticare.
Start collecting those things in one spot. Skin lab. Attentive ally. Yeah, I don't mind if I do actually. That should have reduced it a bit. Do we have a burning chamber? Yeah, we do. Yeah, that was the big orb thing. So I've already got a burning chamber. Should have moved that to face the door. That's right. We can fix that later. Probably. Yeah, there's the burning chamber. I haven't seen inadequate in the list of things, and I think I've got this Twitch turned on. Alright, yeah, it's connected. I don't know what's happening there. Stream elements, classic.
Alert, ads are starting.
You're not decorated at all. This area is very decorated, I'll have you know. So, it's almost too decorated. Minus 15,000 just turned up there for some reason. Tunnels up progress 48%. Yeah, okay, so let's get another one of these. Time. Confirm. Amelia Gordon, Domino, Astley, Siv, Gadzooks, Riker. I mean, that's too good a name to not hire. Make sure they know that we're open. This is all important things. We need them to know that we're open.
Hello, Galacticare. It's me again. Fancy that one? Smashing.
Smashing. So English sounding. Smashing. Oh, who's that guy? The Wild Thornberries. Nigel Thornberry, smashing.
Just some bits and bobs, really.
I never really watched it too much because it was on like cable TV and we didn't have cable. But the times I did enjoy Mr. Nigel Thornberry. I think I may have seen the movie, but I can't remember.
I'm off to catch up with the news.
Okay, so projectile medicine is also required. They all need projectile medicine? Okay. Might just deploy another one of these bad boys. make sure we've got enough throughput, you know? Choose your expertise. Attentive ally, you are now a centrifuge specialist. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Nice place.
Thank you.
Nice place.
Let's go Skin Lab. Lost him. Give him the old freeze. I'm assuming that's what you're gonna do, right? Well, that got rid of the Ultra Burn. I need to slip. What is it? Slip on a t-shirt. Slap on. Slip, slop, slap. Slip on a t-shirt, slap onto the sunscreen, and slap on a hat. Like a good Australian kid. Slip, slop, slap. Get treated, idiot.
Good gravy, you people are good.
Thank you.
I can scarcely imagine the revenue we'll get from all these tourists that are still alive.
Uber Bally influence. Oh, so you can get influence with the specific species? Interesting.
You picked up some regenerative nanites. Once you install that upgrade in a room, the handy little nanobots will boost the healing properties of its treatments. The patients might be spitting out flecks of tungsten for a while, but all's fair in healthcare, Director.
Tungsten
Some
schmungsten,
of our
no?
patients are occasionally in need of...
The recovery ward is a handy space in which any patients who may have been unintentionally harmed by their treatment can recuperate before heading home. You're free to place as many beds as you like, provided they fit inside the room. And our proprietary recovery loungers will take care of the rest. The beds themselves are a combination of high comfort materials, memory foam, and an intense cocktail of automatically injected substances, which soothe the patient back to reality with calming hallucinations.
Oop, there goes gravity.
Honestly, it's a riot. I've replaced my chaise lounge with one.
Let's construct a recovery ward. Patients having an extended nap is preferable to them dropping dead on the floor or vanishing into space forever. Remember, healthier patients means a higher hospital rating. KPIs for...
A healthy patient
that's what
is a
I
happy
say.
patient. We're gonna lounge up a storm in here, guys. There's so many recovery lounges. I will change that to a different item. Like Kainite? Kainite?
I hope you're all well.
Decorated. Hog.
If you wish, you can also direct untreated patients who are at death's door here to stabilize them before they continue on their healthcare adventure.
Fine invention.
Director, Mother Buck is on the line with her...
Are you ready for the next milestone? I'm adding on a couple of new requirements. I'm rooting for you. Salazar's enthusiastic, but he hasn't made the best impression. A little too needy, if you follow me.
I have the details for the next milestone. Hospital rating, patient health averages. I've popped it all up on your objectives display. The recovery ward should help us get the edge over Salazar. Let's wipe that bloviating
Oh man, that looks like it would be really nice in
diameter.
winter. Got a big queue at the skin labs. Not at this one though. Weirdly. I need a recovery lounger too. Growing companion, you can be diagnosis. We need another doctor? Vault Angus? That does sound pretty sick. Laura Spanky, you're coming on in. I don't know how useful you'll be, but your name is pretty funny. And honestly, that's half the battle, having a funny name.
Intervention required.
That's probably the middle there. That kind of fold. Let's get some bench space down. Get some windows for the floaty slug boys. Okay, sir, how you doing? How's things in your neck of the woods? Just put that down there for now. Yeah. Well, I hope I can, you know, ease you into the day a little bit. I've been well. I had a trip to Melbourne, Victoria, a city in Australia. The kind of a city south of where I am. Quite nice. It was a nice way to spend it was like, what, 5 days, I think? It was a nice way to spend some time. Just a little bit of change of scenery, change of routine. It was good fun. Went and saw some AFL, which is a sport that I'm fairly certain none of you will know about.
How's it going?
But it was good. I enjoyed it. No, I'm not. I was thinking about going to... Ferd is up in Queensland, so New South Wales is kind of in the middle. Melbourne/Victoria is down the south, and then Queensland's up north. Yeah, I probably should have indicated what sport it was. That is my bad. No. So I was thinking of going to Aurora, which is the New South Wales Sydney con. But no one I kind of even have an interest of wanting to meet / know is going. So I've just, and it's additional money that I don't necessarily have. So I just thought I'll give it a miss.
Pick that up just for you.
Let's put this over near Sunburn Central over here. So that was going to be my first con. I've got no a special interest in going to Furdu, though I know that a lot of other Australian streamers are, like Scribbly Noodle /Z. Kusaki's going, definitely. And probably a whole bunch of other people. I think it's probably one of the most well-known Australian ones, Furdu.
If not, it might just be bog rolls and video.
Probably in part because it's got a very catchy name.
Catch you later.
I mean, you just have to keep an eye out on the old Blue Sky and see if some of those... some recognizable stickers turn up, huh? I actually have been thinking of trying to get some stickers cut from, like, the emotes that I've put together recently. Just because I think that'd be cool. Oh, that's what that noise was. It's weird, but I'll allow it.
Love it here.
How is that area undecorated? You're undecorated, sir. So there. It's incredibly decorated. Get some wall art in your systems. The trouble is, I myself am not very good at using stickers.
Hi there.
So, it's kind of like, for me, for whatever reason, they're kind of like tattoos. Like, they feel semi-permanent, or... excuse me, they feel permanent. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to put it there. I don't feel like I can not, like, then, you know, take it off and put it somewhere else. And obviously, you can't really reuse them. So I'm like, well, I gotta use it properly. So it's a whole thing. Like, I got a sticker from that Kusaki character I mentioned before. Because I went to like a lobby thing. A lobby meetup of his at Aurora probably 2 years ago at this point. And it's still on my desk over here somewhere. And I haven't peeled it off or anything. It's just waiting there. Yeah, I want to use them somewhere where it's like... It's almost like, you know how in like video games or whatever, you'll have that potion? Or whatever, and you're like, I'll just hold on to it. I don't want to use it just yet. I'll hold on to it. It's kind of like that for me. I don't want to waste the sticker on just anything, you know? So instead, I end up using it on nothing. Whiskey Designer, get on in here. But I would like to make stickers out of the emotes that I've made. I think that'd be neat. Personally, I'd love to make it out of... I think that one. That is the one I'd like to make it out of the most. Oh, interesting. Clever. Almost like a note board or whatever, but for... Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that, but I am kind of cribbing your style there a little bit, yeah. That is one of my favorite ones of yours, the sunglasses. Oh, I put that in entirely the wrong position. Hold on a second. We can do better than that. Aren't we? I guess not, it is so tight in here. That'll do. The blush one is quite nice.
Warm greetings to
The other one,
you.
my other favorite one is probably this one, though it's a bit less kind of universally useful.
Perfect. A fine invention. See, that one's new.
But I do like the concern. I've always liked the concern meme, so I'm glad I've got my own.
A remarkable performance, Galaticare. This ought to give that mustachioed airhead a kick up the backside.
The Clarity engine appears to speed up treatments inside a room, in fact slows down the rest of the universe. Okay. That's one way to get it done.
Engine is a nifty device that emits a localized time dilation field, which speeds up treatments in a single room. So it'd be best to install it in a room that's in high demand.
Still here? Good. Dorian has started to become rather irritating. There are a few metrics on which you can beat Salazon. I hate to pick favorites, but you seem like you know what you're doing. And you
I do know what I'm doing,
bombard me with
Mother
messages
Buck,
about
thank you.
albums I really must listen to.
Director, I have both the metrics and albums in question. Firstly, our client's requirements are on the screen. Secondly, I've processed the musical material to which you referred, and it's positively awful.
Good to know.
While you deal with the issue of our patient's health and wellness, I shall bombard Salazar's music reviews with appropriately negative responses.
I think that's
Thank
just
you, Heel.
called trolling, Heel.
And perfectly justified in some circumstances, Melly. Besides, I can create accounts faster than they can ban them.
I think this will save them having to walk left and right along here. You just come right on in and get registered. And advertised too. And we'll slap down a couple of teleport pads. Maybe just one. One will do. It's probably always good to have a couple more diagnosis rooms, you reckon? I reckon, at least. Put them in like that. Of course there's nothing over there. Why are you standing over there? There's nothing there to stand for. Don't go over into the middle of an empty room and be like, oh, there's nothing here. Yeah, because there isn't. That's why it's an empty room. Ruth, big box, get in there, champ. Or don't, that's fine too. I didn't want you to get into that room, actually. We'll need a staff lounge.
Don't mind that superheated plume, Galacticares. I'd hate for it to slow you down at all. I want to demolish you at your best, you hapless meatbags!
Yes, station damage sustained, Director. I may have somewhat failed to pay attention to our trajectory.
That's alright, were you trolling Salazar? That's the important part. It looks like everything's ship-shape pretty well. Again, got the bots on duty, fixing things up. Toilet time.
Hello, it's me again.
What's good, homie?
Browse away. Fancy that one? Smashing.
Smashing.
Some handy gizmos in there.
Put the staff lounge here. Jolly good. I don't know, just putting some wall things. There we go.
Right then. Back to the road for me.
Touch crowded. I will concede. Not entirely certain why it is so crowded. But it is combined cheese. Oh damn, that's a good name. So many centrifuge people all of a sudden. And it rains at boars. I'm hoping for like a diagnosis individual. Alarm for vibes, you will do. We have very few upgraded rooms, they are correct. And look, why not? We'll add another toilet here. Oh, these people like plants, don't they? And there was plenty of plant life around. I've been using a lot of those benches. Tau Zapper. The Tau Empire. New Zapper. Rictus Fedora. Good old Mr. Fedora. I think all the queues are looking pretty chill. For some reason everyone has started only using these diagnosis rooms, not these ones. Might also move this back a bit. Because I kind of feel like because they're slightly closer, maybe more people are using these in preference to the other ones. Hopefully having them at the same distance will mean that they go in both directions. You know, a man can dream.
Eel, do you see that colossal on sensors?
Yes, Medic. I'm sure you can handle it.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I won't let you down. Director, the diagnosis shuttle is ready to launch at your command.
Huh? Who are we diagnosing?
The shuttle is ready to dispatch at
Oh,
your
this chap.
command, Director.
Hospital Colossal Friend Galacticare. I am Sir Leslie Nielsen Noria, and I
That's
am
a hell of a name.
burned. You may call me Shirley for convenience.
Thank you, Shirley.
I am burned. Is that how it goes? Baz has an easier time with this language business than the rest of us. I wasn't sure which structure was yours. I went to another at first. Hear my memory. This is a rejection, correct?
Hell's bells, get that freak off the screen, intern! If I wanted to get an eye full of beef jerky, I'd take another trip to see your mother.
Regardless,
Got him.
my efforts to still this world have failed, and my flesh is combusting. I request your aid, friend to Colossals.
Hi, Director. I'm supposed to tell you that the tissue sample's here, and the diagnosis canister is ready to be analyzed.
Where are you going? Diagnosis.
Hello there. I hope you're all well.
Like we've got like 7 diagnosis rooms.
I'll chuck it in. Pick that up just for you. Always love a
Big
good
spender,
trade.
$80,000. That's 4 of them. I'm gonna put this down here because this is like diagnosis zone. Now it's diagnosed. Is it just going back to the ship? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Raise patient throughput.
We diagnosed Shirley's sample. Their bodies are really weird. They can still react badly to extreme heat, though. I guess you can kind of tell that by looking at them.
I feel like our patient
The
throughput is
canisters
pretty
for
good.
Shirley's treatments are ready to be processed.
Okay, so it's projectile medicine. I don't know how we're going to projectile medicine a canister, but I, for one, am excited to find out. Quake. Is that a reference to Quake? Quake? Okay, the throughput is going up. Hey, okay, we got the throughput up. Poggers. Billy Banjo? Get on in here. Oh, your health is looking pretty low, man. should mean they don't die on us.
Yes, it's over.
I guess there's no curious stuff around these parts. There is a little bit.
All our treatment canisters are filled up with healing cocktails and are ready to be shipped off to space.
The canisters are all full up with chemicals and they're
Go
ready
get
to
'em,
go help
canisters.
our big friend. The shuttle has been launched into space. I hope it works.
Hello, small sapiens. Please douse me. Also, there's an itch on my supracaudal blade. Would you mind? I can't reach. Flippers, you see.
Okay. We'll try. We can send someone with a broom, maybe.
Thank you, friends. Had I expired, the Creator would not have begrudged you. Word of your good work moves swiftly through loam space. Baz may be right to have the plans he does for you. Travel safe, Galacticare.
We'll do our
Don't let
best.
The mustache man win.
Wow, we did it! I mean, you did it.
Don't listen to the mustache
I mostly
man.
just
I can
fixed things
assume
and told you what
they're
was
referring to
happening.
Hitler.
Great job, Director. I'm gonna go get healed back now because I'm getting anxiety from having to do stuff, which Heal doesn't think I can feel, but I can, and that makes it way worse, actually. Good luck.
I don't think we got a big queue for anything, really. Could maybe do with another boning chamber, perhaps? Or a laser surgery? Maybe a Dreamarian? But I don't think they're desperate just yet.
Well, just incredible work, Galacticare. Salazar may as well just go home now.
That's what I was
He
thinking too.
Won't, of course. I'm particularly thankful we don't
The
have
robot
to
is so
worry about
relatable
Dick
and adequate.
Colossal being stuck
Just like
in
me,
orbit.
for real, for real.
It'd be terrible for the
I too have anxiety, robot.
of our
Fear not.
visitors. Nearly at the finish line. I have one more challenge for you both, and I can't wait to see how well you do. Now, we at the Kuber Institute of Faith and Tourism must ensure that the cultures of our visitors are fully respected. So we want to see how good you are at satisfying their desires.
Salazar prides itself on appeasing all the strange needs of these various space creatures. In fact, I've already arranged a meeting with a delegation of your fine Kuba people. Ignore Galacticare, my dear mother. Dorian Salazar has the mojo you're after.
Let's get to work, Director. I've heard enough about Salazar.
Indeed.
If we manage this, Salazar will never live it down. Let's be rid of the slimy charlatan.
Oh, done. Fulfilled species desires? Done. Nothing but net.
Galaticare, it's me again. There should be a good range of gubbins here. A fine invention. Hope it helps you out.
That should just have people coming out of loam space now. You know, loam space, the space with all the loam in it. I think we put it there, we'll catch all of the, or most of the waiting patients.
See you later, Galacticare. I'm off for a spot of cheese.
I think we will have one here. They are gunning it, they are shooting up the ultra burn. Or the progress bar. But we're squirting skin stuff on these people as fast as we can. Maybe we do need another one of these bad boys. I think if we put it there, we'll have it slightly back. And look, while we're at it, we'll build another one next to it. As such. Want a big boy bench. And then 2 flower benches. And some doctors. Magma? Oh, an adequate. You're gonna arrive nonetheless.
Director, a swarm of pests have appeared in the hospital. Let's get those blighters out of here before our patients start evacuating themselves.
Riddled with disgusting space vermin. Not a great look for health and safety, Galacticare.
And how would you know that, exactly?
I didn't pay tourists to smuggle them aboard your station, if that's what you're asking. Begone with you and your conspiracy theories, robot.
Director, you should place some toilets. I'm not entirely sure why, but they seem useful.
I have placed toilets. Yeah, I think that was all of those bigs. Put one here next to the exit. Everyone's looking pretty healthy. I don't know, it'd feel a bit weird seeing your own brain model, wouldn't it? Or like skeleton if you came to the hospital. Ultra energy is always full. That's useful. I'm happy to report that Mr. Gumbo, or Dr. Gumbo I should say, doesn't seem to be eating our patients. I was worried that might be the case.
Hello, it's me again. So that one's new.
I've got a bit of queue for the parasitology. Aurora Borealis located entirely within this patient? Yes. Perf.
How we looking? Nothing for you today?
Yeah, we're in front of Salazon.
Catch you later.
Oh, and we do need another Dramarium. For sure. Nope, didn't want to do that. That's better.
Trash steroids have impacted our hospital, Director, and based on their trajectory, they were ejected from Salazar's station. I'm assembling a dossier for us to pass on to the solar authorities. We'll let the fool enjoy his excesses for now.
Gotta go Holobots.
A meteor strike is imminent, Director. Be ready to assess the damage.
Yeah, that was not too bad, all things considered. We took the... We kind of tanked those asteroids pretty well. I feel like we don't talk enough in this game about how like you can have holographic medibots that will basically do like interact with the world. I feel like there needs to be more talk about that. Oh, we could build another recovery wood, actually. That would be sensible, I think. Put it back here. You there. Do not die. All you need to do is ask them, hey, can you not die, please? And then they will. They'll help you out. Hardlight? Yeah. I mean, Hardlight is very cool, at least in like the Halo games, which I think is the first time I encountered it. The idea of like these, as you say, light structures that can be hard, can be solid. Very cool idea. I wonder if there's a basis, you know, slight as it may be in reality, or in like somewhat actual science. I know not.
Hello there. I hope you're all well.
Space rock's about to impact the station, Director.
Pick up that, pick up that. And that.
Fancy that one? Smashing.
Do that. That should cover most of these people over here. To prevent them from dying too quickly. I think we're doing alright. There was a book I read, probably a while ago now, called Hydrogen Sonata. And it kind of had a similar idea of hard light, of these like projections that were corporeal of sorts. But they were somehow being involved in like spaceships and like propulsion or whatever. I can't remember what they were called. Fields, I think. I need to try and read it again, or find it. Oop. I need to try and find it again to figure out, get a better understanding of what they were saying. So at the time I was like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Well, it sense enough, you know, for the narrative to progress. And ultimately that's the most important part. Okay, well, the nutrition is definitely helpful.
Alert, ads are starting.
I think we've kind of done it. Unless there's a fifth.
Well, my goodness! Aren't you keen? You've left your
Thank you, Mother
competitor
Bug.
firmly behind you,
Beat
Galaticare.
all 4 objective milestones. Thank you for the achievement, Xbox.
If you keep this pace, basically no one notable will have died in this disaster. You're doing wonderfully, Galaticare.
I'd rather thought we were done with all of this, Director,
Nope.
but it seems...
I hate to bother you again, but Salazar has caused something of an incident with our visiting dignitary. It seems he was trying to copy some of your technology and, well, they've all ended up being flash frozen.
Lies and slander from the Cooper Space Witch. Dorian Salazar, Polymath, and Business Avocado simply does not flash freeze incredibly important representatives of alien cultures. It's surely Galacticare who have...
Stop. Apologies for Mr. Salazar's conduct. It will be dealt with.
No, who is this?
Remaining patients have been directed to your facility. Apply your superior technology to the resolution of their conditions. Victory is yours. We are leaving the system.
Galacticare, stop them! I'll never financially recover from this! I will not go down! I shall not!
I'll put our legal proceedings on hold, Director. Let's figure it all out once we've resolved this emergency.
Who was that? Fella. That spooky creature.
An avalanche of hyper-frozen dignitaries, pilgrims, and tourists are incoming, Director. Let's show them that it is indeed hot in here. Take off all your clothes and so on.
Classic reference.
Apologies, Director.
Maddie never sick? I mean, that's a perfect doctor. Someone who's never sick? Excellent. Oh, okay, here they are.
It's begun, Director. They're here.
Goodness gracious, that's a lot of people. Fortunately, you can't, like, drag a box and select them. So you have to do it all individually. Oh, we can put it on slow motion.
Tired.
Oh, what a rebel, Nancy, you are.
Give me a hand.
Taking the road less traveled.
G'day.
G'day. Oh, crikey, g'day, mate. I think that's all of them.
Help me.
Chi harvester. Make sure you're ready just in case. Oh, we gotta get some windows on the spooky octopus chambers. They're the best part.
Warm greetings to you all.
What's good, homie?
Perfect. A fine invention. Picked that up just for you.
Think we're chilling? At least in part.
I hope you people don't slack off without Salazar on your heels. I don't want you getting comfortable.
Perish the thought, Miss Buck.
That's Chieftain Buck to you, holographic hallboy.
Of course. Yes. Several thousand apologies. Director, I should rather like to request installation of a physical jaw, so that I can chew glass rather than continue servicing this particular client.
I'll see what I can do
I'm
here.
off to catch up with the news.
Oh, feels bad.
Oh, that wasn't where you were sitting at all. But we don't have quite enough to put one in each of these rooms. We craft one? Yeah, okay, good. There's not one lesser room, that's nice. Click, 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 and click. And click. And click.
Gratitude for helping my people, even through this sordid pageantry.
Not at all, good chap. It's what we do.
Please understand, Mother Buck is not an ideal ambassador for Kuba Bali spirituality. She was faithful once, but corrupted many of our sacred traditions after the Conclave elected her chieftain of tourism and merchandising.
No, well, certainly. That kind of power will do that to a person.
I could talk to you about why they're the same position. I feel like they don't have to be the same position, you know? Any projectile people? Yeah, we got one. I will add healing concept to the roster because, well, it sounds like a good concept to have. What are you doing, homie? Waiting for diagnosis or waiting for projectiles to be shot in your face? Oh, someone died. That's an idea. I haven't had that for a while. Let's not talk about that. I was just thinking before, like, we're doing pretty well. We haven't had someone die for quite a while. And then someone kicked the bucket.
Some perspiration, Galacticare! You must be cracking the whip behind that ponderous abbot, Brother Gumbo.
I require no incentive to adhere to my mission. Unlike certain faithless exovangelists.
Exovangelist, interesting.
Do you ever worry you'll get caught up in a holy war?
I don't even know what that means.
So we done?
Yes, it's
Time remaining 8 seconds. Does that include you not dying?
Hello, Galaticare.
An interesting point, Inadequate. I had not considered that. I missed that. I mean, we also do know that Heal has been gaslighting Medi something fierce, so it's not entirely surprising.
I think I brought...
Director, some meteors are headed our way. Many is on standby for cleanup.
And bless the cycles
Okay,
for
so there was just...
sending you to
We hadn't
us.
actually, I guess, gotten everyone on the ship
Contract
yet.
help too, I guess.
Heal is a bad boyfriend. Absolutely.
I always knew it'd be you. While you count your credits, I'm gonna scrape off some of this body oil. I can't have my office smelling like Salazar. Blessings
Excuse
of
me.
the stars upon you, Galacticare.
Well, I don't know about you, Director, but I feel significantly better about this whole thing. Some damn fine work you've done, I must say.
We've got a damn
I'm
fine
sure
hospital here.
I'm not the only one who's vaguely concerned about the voice we heard. I actually wasn't aware Mr. Salazar had superiors. Anyway, we'll cross that bridge if we must. I'm sure our operation has nothing to be concerned about. For now, we can take a breather. Another contract satisfied and a competitor demolished. A rather good day on the job.
I mean,
actually.
quite possibly
Well,
literally
we can
demolished, which is a
shuttle
little
my
bit
mainframe down to
off-putting.
Firestone before we leave. Their springs are apparently quite beautiful. Not that I can swim, of course. Everyone would love to have you around for a while longer, Director, but it's understandable if you'd rather move on.
Let's move on. Actually, I don't know how many chapters there are in this game. Probably like, what, 10? You know, the whole way around the system?
Director, we are going to prison.
Oh.
A very specific ode prison, built to house a particular criminal. The notorious geneticist, Dr. Otto Odious. There's more than one patient, though. Odious has illegally cloned himself thousands of times. We understand his other crimes to be essentially victimless. Sub-legal experiments on his copies, a spot of self-murder, and so on. His experiments have gone awry, and the authorities have called us to
The
clean up
authorities.
the mess, and as part of a cultural exchange, give him to us as a researcher. Ms. Orion thinks he could be of great use.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh,
Mini-me.
you're here!
Not to be
I'm
confused with
so
Mini-me.
excited. I've never actually met humans before. You people are so interesting.
Hey, what do you mean, you people, Gray?
Your people, I mean.
Thank you.
Terrans, not like. Sorry, can we start over? Welcome to Alcatraz. We named it after a place on Earth, so hopefully you'll feel right at home.
Hopefully
you
not.
guys like prisons, right? I'm Gray Norton, the 42nd, the warden here, so you'll probably like me a lot. I hope. I'll introduce you to the doctor. He's exhausting. I have like 5 prescriptions and I still can't sleep.
So you're Galaticare. I've heard plenty about you. Oh, yes. Enjoy the many festivities of Vod-Catraz.
Okay.
Okay. Love it here.
It's a pleasure to join such a forward-thinking organization. Your Terran sensibilities can't be half as crude as all this old banality. My people take issue with some of my methods of scientific inquiry. Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking about something else. As both a renowned geneticist and physician, I don't think you'll be disappointed in my work. Unlike some of our patients who may take issue with my bedside manner. Oh, this coat is rather comfortable.
So, yeah, that's him. Thanks for taking this situation off our hands. Seriously, we don't know what he did, but all the inmates are coming apart like a crumbly cake. He's been experimenting on his many incarcerated clones and, well, you'll see for yourself. The station is on lockdown, and for your safety, you're gonna have to make do with our prison doctors and any consultants you've brought with you. No outside hires, okay? Hopefully
interesting.
You can figure out what's going on around here and keep all the clones alive. Or most of them, anyway. Thanks, human people!
I've been working on a device that you might find handy. This is Cerebral Rehab, a device which is capable of entirely rebuilding the mind of a subject according to your own preferences. It's remarkably safe. I've tested it on myself. From a certain point of view. I imagine we'll be using it to benefit patients' health. To that end, I've added a memory inhibitor, so they don't recall the challenges of their treatment. I wouldn't look inside while it's on, if I were you. It's not very pretty. Oh, what fun we'll have together.
Director, I've analyzed the design and it does actually seem rather ingenious. We could put it to use immediately, in fact. The first of the prison's wings awaits. Let's get at your command, Director.
Oh, let's open it up and see what happens.
I'll try to keep an eye on Odious for you.
Okay, A-Wing is opened up. Due to our lockdown, I can't open up the
Stream
other
elements.
wings until you've gotten control of the
Seribot.
situation in this one. Good
Inadequate
luck,
cat.
humans.
Stream elements again.
Yes.
Commander Zhao.
Research on glacial
Commander Zhao again.
cortex
Inadequate
would
again.
already been complete if that cretinous warden hadn't interfered through curing my hollow inferior clones.
I still haven't changed
we
that.
can finish my work together. I shall
Welcome on in,
begin
Wasabi.
my
How you
study.
doing? How are things in the world of Wasabi? Doing meowie? Hell yeah. Good to hear. No, we don't want the cerebral cortex, we want the boning chamber. Let's get boned. And we do need a cerebral rehab. Okie dokie. Have the door there. Projectile medicine is also needed. And some curious decorations too. And a staff room as well, probably.
You may be on a diet, but your patients are not. They need vending machines.
Kind of A, slap kind of Z. Vending machines next. You can probably put them over here. Next to the toilet. Facial cortex level 2. Oh, I forgot you were making a game, Wasabi. Big brain stuff.
Ah, a fine bit of work, Director. You know your way around a frozen old brain. Most interventions I've seen haven't been quite so clean. I suppose a hammer was a rather poor choice of tool. But then again, so was the ode in question.
Good gravy, Director. Critters are swarming the station. Is this the result of another cloning experiment?
Ah, you're not wrong.
Things are going quite well, Director. Mary, how are things on the floor?
They're okay. But I took biometrics for one guy before and after his treatment, and I don't think he was the same guy anymore.
Oh, I wouldn't mind that. Some of my patients receive additional help, depending on their condition. I assure you, brain, just some minor changes here and there.
Okay then. So long as they're happy.
Thank you for the posture check.
Still alive.
And the hydration.
Definitions.
Cheers.
Most certainly.
And for the pets.
Hello, Galaticare. It's me again.
Maybe a holodoc would actually be useful there.
Chuck it in.
Because as they say, we only got so many doctors. Oh, good stretch. It is a good game. I am enjoying it. I played some off stream. I last played it, over a week ago. And the day after I played some off stream.
How do you feel about this cloning thing? Are the clones actually
Well, I mean, speaking
like
of games, what
still
game is it that you're
If
making?
you start shipper-thesiusing at me, I will simply turn off the call.
I don't know what that means.
The game of games, of course, of course. Why didn't I think about that?
I'm off for a spot of cheese.
Creates a clone when killing a patient. Clones will continue their treatment journey throughout the hospital. Will generally not be particularly happy with their warped existence and will not generate any credits or reputation. Thank you, Dr. Otto Otis. Thank you. Big fan of that. Just pick up the pace, I guess. Press X to bat the yarn.
Allow me to demonstrate the power our ridiculous laws preclude us from wielding. The transcendent science of cloning. Beautiful, isn't it? The endless potential of genetic power. Do try to remember which ones aren't real. It can become confusing. Sorry, something stuck in my throat.
Well, he seems to be enjoying himself. Lovely to have enthusiastic employees.
Oh,
That's one way to look at it.
You're even better at this than I thought you'd be. To be fair, we're not super enthusiastic about the health needs of mastermind criminals, but you do you.
I'll send over some genetic replicators so you can begin cloning the staff yourself. I do hope you enjoy them. Try not to replicate my mistakes. Also, I'll send you some of my galactically patented cobalt suppositories. You can use them to wipe the memories of your doctors, letting them gain expertise in a new room. As for why I have pills that cause retrograde amnesia, well, dog training.
Okay. Okay.
Here's an
We can have so many doctor
You can
inadequate
use it to
cows.
open up whatever wing of the prison you want. Except Wing X, which has its own issues right now. Hey, you guys are human, right? I can't actually see any of you when I'm on the call.
Absolutely, sir. Full, normal, earth-grown human beings.
Wing B, got it. Many of the inmates in there are weirdly electrified. Our tasers don't work on them, which was an unfortunate thing to find out.
Static charge. Quite an ingenious energizing of living flesh. I had a notion that, with a light modification of the blood vessels, bodies could be turned into batteries. Imagine the unlimited power.
Nice reference, man.
I'm sure we can research this condition to our mutual satisfaction. Apologies. I just remembered a very amusing picture from the Exonet. The text on it was most salacious.
Damn. I mean, so relatable. I often will remember a funny meme and then laugh maniacally. I mean, who amongst us can say that it hasn't happened, right? It is a lot more dynamic than I expected it to be. Now, I do not know what we're going to need to deal with these new fellas. We need a laser surgery. Got it.
Hello there. I hope you're all well.
We got an open sign. They do like curious things, remember? And almost all of the doctors are going to be that that species.
Just some bits and bobs, really.
That
one's new.
Now you need a skin clinic. Can do. Use the warning lines again.
Right then. Back to the road for me.
Oh, that's cool. Whatever this is. Put one of these bad boys down. Teleporter pads so they can get over there quicker. Put this down so we can heal the people that are checking in. Oh, I need some chairs over here too. Oh, we need some snacks. Primarium coming up.
Monday.
I just really like putting down the warning tape. I don't know why. Just good fun.
We have some meteors en route. Prepare for damage control, Director.
I feel like a prison shouldn't have, like, meteors on it, you know? Critical Q for the pew pew one. Nothing a second pew pew one won't fix. You there. You can specialize in the pew pews. So we've got no chemicals, no DNA, and no running. Okay. I am running a hospital though. Does that count as running? I hope not.
Ugh, these clothes are unpleasantly zappy. I may need to retrieve the protective suit I use for birthday parties.
I haven't the first notion of what that could possibly mean, Doctor. But yes, you do seem to have successfully turned your odes into breathing Tesla coils. Rather impressive, actually, if you think about it.
Oh, I'm very, very glad you think so.
I don't know what it means by danger.
A swarm of vomit.
Oh, they were
has found a way
cheering
inside
quickly.
the
Got it.
prison. I guess security isn't as tight as they think. Maybe. Word up the zapper.
On it.
I think that's all the the worms that cause people to throw up? Looks like it. Great success. Oh.
Hello, Galaticare. It's me again.
What's good, homie?
Smashing.
Do I want 2? Or just 1?
Pick that up just for you.
Firstly, let's slap this bad boy down. Start getting all those flying things to congregate.
Static charge has been an abject failure. The subjects expired well before Morse uncovered the killer. Another episode ruined. Still, if you want to make an omelet, you have to kill some clones.
Get it, omelet. It's a reference, chat. A reference to a human Earth saying. Four, 3, 2. That was 5. The bone zone's at 5 as well. 0, 2, 9. Look, it might not be the best bedside manner in Adequate, but I agree. I think Odious is maybe not the coolest guy. Controversial statement, I know. I'm not entirely certain I'm a fan of having to work with him. I do appreciate that we have cultivated a environment here in this chat that you can feel allowed to speak your mind in such a way. Even when it might be something controversial, like disagreeing with a rogue geneticist, supervillain kind of character. I'm glad we've set up a safe enough space for that to happen. B for beater. Should we have a research lab, perhaps?
Mary, did I hear a distinctly terrified scream a little while ago?
Yeah, it sounded like someone died during a treatment, but then they came out of the door looking fine. And Mr. Odious said he likes listening to experimental noise music while he works sometimes.
Well, that sounds perfectly credible to me. Keep up the good work, my lad.
Speaking of experimental noise music, while I was in Melbourne with my brother, we went record shopping because he's got a record player and was looking for a record. And the record place we went to was playing experimental noise music. And may I say, not a fan. How about you go to work in the research lab?
I'm old.
It was something called, like, I don't know, in a zipper pocket or something, and it was not great. Also, it was really loud. I did not like it. Not that I have a record player, but even if I did, I don't know if I would have bought it. Nope, nope, didn't want to do that. I want to do is this, I think. Okay, sunflowers over there, but these ones aren't. You can be the Dreamarium guy. And you can be another projectile medicine person.
Hello, Galaticare.
I'll be with you in a second. Where is it? Static. Take charge.
Browse away. Perfect. A fine.
Oh, parasitology is needed now. Okay. Okay. Spacious. Only the most spacious of facilities for our doctors. Decorated with only the best warning tape.
Catch you in the void.
Posters up in your system. And we can't hire doctors. Do we not have any more doctors? I'm glad you're a fan, but first we're going to have to do some cloning. Can't use it, that's not a doctor.
Oh, thank you. Getting zapped
They're all
20 times a
trainees,
day
so then we
is
can kind of
really
specialize them.
bad for your respiratory system. Also, Dr. Odious showed me a picture of him holding up a board that said, "Clone more." So, I think he smuggled you more of those illegal gadgets. I'll just pretend I haven't noticed.
Thank you.
Amazing work! I always knew your kind were smarter than people said. Here, take another key card. I've got a bunch of them rattling around in a jar somewhere.
Unlock a new wing. This one looks fine.
Wing C it is. The inmates in there are all very metallic. Makes a cavity search basically impossible. Oh, let me know if you find my baseball cards, okay? I also lost a snow globe of one of your Earth cities at some point, but I'd rather not think about that one. Good luck. I love watching you work. It's soothing. Not in a weird way.
Ah, Mercurial. I've fond memories of those experiments. It turns out that flesh can be transfused into liquid metal without killing the subject. Most of the time. Unfortunately, the results are debilitating and not nearly as cool as the movies. Ordinarily, I'd have disposed of them, but, well, limited access to my tools, you see.
A little bit cloning. Real quick. I need a centrifuge. Oh, Queso's got nowhere to sit. Oh no. First we'll get a centrifuge, and then we'll get Queso somewhere to sit. 1, 2, 3. Big old spinny chamber. Oh, hell yeah. Let's get down some warning tape. There was the random jump scare from before. That wasabi redeemed. It's been a while since we've got one of those. And I've not as used to it as I once was. And they were more regular. Oh wait, yeah, we need some toilets. The hot tub stream? You sound like some weird religious sect, I'll be honest. The hot tub stream will come. Do not fret, friends. Have faith. I don't know, let's put you in projectile medicine, why not?
Hello, it's me again. Fancy that one? Smashing.
It's a better MacGuffin than a yeah. Chekhov's hot tub stream. Is that what we're getting at? Except unlike Chekhov's gun, we actually don't want it to happen.
Nice place. Nice place. Love it here. Love it here.
See you around, Space.
Grand progress we're making with the mercurial victims. They've been inordinately useful for contraband acquisition. The Warden, fortunately, is an imbecile, as are all who resist the designs of the great Otto Odious. Yes, I took his precious baseball cards. His looting of humanity's valuables is an outrage, Director. An outrage I have already avenged.
Thank you. I can't say that I'm super concerned about the baseball card situation, but I'm sure someone is, so I'm glad we are working to solve that. I feel like baseball cards are definitely the kind of thing that I could see people still collecting in like the year 20,000 or whatever we're in.
Galacticare. Oh, am I happy to see yous. I've been struggling with some personal issues again.
Mr. Benzig? What the blazes are you doing here?
Oh, well, there was an advertisement for a special pill I wanted to try. But it said I had to come here first, because it was experimental medicine.
Yes, well, I'm rather glad you ran into us first. Come along, Mr. Bansing. We'll straighten you out again.
Oh, thank you. I'm just, I'm sorry this keeps happening. We sure cross paths a lot, huh?
Sorry about your toxin problems, Mr. Banzig. We have lots of it in the vending machines if you'd like.
Not particularly helpful, Mary. In fact, if he goes anywhere near the machines, tase him.
Okay. We're already in a prison, so I won't even have to go anywhere when they arrest me.
That's the spirit, Medi.
Any particular increase in the number of corpse disposal routines you're running?
No, I don't think so. But my memory isn't storing correctly whenever I go into Mr. Odious's room.
Huh.
Indeed. You can be a boner. Oh, there are a lot of people in here. Oh, we didn't pick them up. Oh, maybe we did and we put it down somewhere. Roomarium's pretty busy these days.
Alert, ads are starting.
I think Marcus Jackson, you can be a centrifuge chap.
Ah, that's better. It's easy to forget your body isn't supposed to feel like a dumpster. Thanks so much, guys. I don't know where I'd be without you.
Yeah, vibrating in an alleyway, I expect. Do take care of yourself, Mr. Fancy.
Oh, that's right, you can set condition priorities. God about that. We've been doing alright without that, though. I don't necessarily know why you do it. I guess it would... If you had, like, a lot of... Like that thing where we had all the frozen diplomats or whatever. You can maybe just set frozen... Super freeze or whatever it was as the thing to rush through rather than selecting them individually.
You really know what you're up to. We should have hired you a lot sooner. Would have saved us from having to put up with Dr. Chuckles.
Dr. Chuckles, as he so crudely and often puts it, has managed to provide you a few more genetic replicators. Oh, drat. I see what he means.
Great work! Oh, you're always doing great works. Kinda like that Stonehenge thingy you guys made all by yourselves, right? So cool. Also, here's another key card.
Wing D. Oh boy, this one's
Wing D's nuts.
The biggest problem is the anger sights. If you think Odious is dodgy,
Start off with the diagnosis rooms as always.
now just imagine 30 of them with constant seething rage, like a chimp.
Nonsense! Even under the effects of an anger sight, I contain what I am for the sake of these other mundane ingrates. My clones, simple though they are no exception. I will confess that this has been a challenging creature to study, but with your help and resources, we'll come to understand it. In order to develop countermeasures, of course.
I'm not sure we're developing countermeasures here, Chan.
Quite so jolly as protecting the innocent.
I think we might be doing something different altogether. Angerite.
Nice place. I'm old. Sick as a dog.
I need Remarium and Parasitology. It's gonna get quite busy over here, so I might deploy another one or two over here. Actually. Do that. It is surprisingly difficult to get the symmetry just so. Oh, you fool, Jow. Billy Duffer. Must be like that. Now you can be Primarium guy.
Oh, I'm back.
Oh, we've got plenty of bits and bobs. One there and one there.
I'm done for.
Oh, that's not good.
Hello, Galacticare. It's me again.
Hello again. You.
Chuck it in. Think that one's new.
Incarnation. There are a lot of steps to this. We're gonna do that and then Parasitology. I get a few of these deployed over here to try and pick up the pace.
See you later, Galacticare. I'm off for a spot of cheese.
Rude. We just kill you and you come out and just throw trash on the ground? Nerve of some people. Oh wow, I didn't realize we had that many these things waiting to get clicked on. Okay, we got a bit of money.
Give me a hand here.
Okay, so we've had one die. I think we've cured 3. Critical Q at the skin lab. Nope, that's a hazard strip. That's a skin lab. Can't fit one in there. And we do have more room over here though. So what we shall do, take this and put it over here. Like so. And then maybe do the same.
Angocytes are quite the creature. Of all the parasites I've studied, they may be my favorites. Absolute, seething, paralytic hate. Random spikes of pure rage. A most curious adaptation. I may have some intriguing concepts for you, Director, if you ever want to get into the weapons business.
I'll consider it. It's always good to kind of diversify your income. Then we could be our own supply and demand, you know? That's it. So we can put a seed here. Yeah, much better. 5, 5. 3 and 4. Lovely. Much more reasonable.
Director, a large flock of craft tools has found its way inside the station, which is quite lovely. I am, however, concerned by what that might imply about Alcatraz's security situation.
Yeah, we might need another one of these. 2.
Director, I know it's a pain to babysit the needs of organics, but you will need to place some vending machines.
Why do they already have vending machines? There's like plenty. These guys just need to go to them. Not my fault they're bad at that.
I'm done for.
Oh, maybe it is. Hold on. Maybe not over there. Definitely put them here. For sure.
Hello there. I hope you're all well. Having a gander.
A gander? That way they've basically each got their own teleporter.
Invention. Ooh, it's payday.
We could probably put one down here too, actually. No, but they're already pretty well covered.
Oh, it's so fun watching you people work. I've always loved humans. I knew an ode who spent time hanging out on Earth, actually, before the whole first contact thing. He tried taking some kind of a balloon for a joyride. I don't think it went down well. Really shouldn't have. That and, the electric car guy. That was a mistake.
Are they saying that it's their fault that Elon Musk is extant? How dare they?
Catch you in the void.
staff lounge capacity is poor. Oh, we don't actually have a staff lounge. Oh, we do got one there, but we'll probably need one over here too. And so...
Dr. Odious, I've been analyzing the biopsy results for these parasites, and, well, I'm rather alarmed to find they contain distinct sequences of your genome.
Oh, how curious. I wonder how that got there. Oh, I do enjoy a hearty chuckle over the mysteries of biology.
Yes, don't we all? Regardless, they're technically relatives of yours, so I suppose congratulations on your reunion are in order.
Hmm. Gonna give each room its own colored desks, at least. A little bit easier knowing where we are. Because I've basically made all of these different areas copies of each other. Which is maybe not the best decision, but here we are. I was kind of hoping they just invert the colors for this. You know, make it purple pattern on an orange carpet. Not an orange pattern on an orange carpet. That's kind of dumb. Just kind of accessorizing while we wait. I'm gonna try and do a work thing and select like multiple things at once. Then I realized this isn't work. This program cannot do that. Just have to harden up and do it one at a time. Obviously, it's a bit more difficult, but you know, the worse. Okay, all done. Self-life capacity is fine. But you're complaining. You've got more than enough staff lounges.
You monkeys are really good.
Use
at
the
your
other ones.
jobs. I wonder if it has anything to do with that time we went over to your plant and did a bunch of little experiments. Oh, and here's a key card. Have fun.
Hello, Galacticare.
Also, I'm pretty sure Odious managed to sneak you a couple more genetic replicators, and I can't actually stop you from using them, so have fun, I guess.
Yay, we're gonna have fun! Try and keep these people healthy. Probably the same for these people. An exit right next to the staff room, so hopefully encouraging people to use it.
Back to the loam for me, Galacticare.
Guys? Hey, there's a little bit of a problem in the last wing. I may be hyperventilating. Since you had red key card, by the way, I should probably have said that first.
We've had some of the sickest clones restrained to med beds for their own good, but somehow, and I'm not pointing any fingers here, the security in their cells is powering down. You've got
But somehow
like a
Palpatine
couple
has
minutes
returned.
before they start getting released into the last wing. Do you think you can handle it? Should I start the self-destruct sequence? Oh, no, that'd be stupid. What
Unless-
if you're good humans, talented humans, very smart, handsome humans? You can do it. I believe in you.
Ah, the clothes in that wing were left in a rather poor condition. Some creatures simply don't have what it takes to endure the fullest of my experimentations.
And whose fault was that,
I
Odious?
that forcing outbreaks of clonal cysts would allow me to research the degradation of the old genome and grant our species a new chance at virility.
Magic Wilder.
Legions of healthy, strapping young ode, springing from the vats to reclaim the rightful place in this miserable galaxy.
Let's go for black in this area.
Just a force, you understand.
It's kind of spooky.
Hey, humans! The first Cystiodiuses should be coming through now, and we'll be shoving more through the shaft every, 30 seconds. There's a lot. Just do what you can, okay? I don't think we have enough body bags for all of them.
Cystionius? Do we not have that yet? I guess we haven't discovered it, because they haven't, encountered it yet.
Idiots.
Ugh. Oh, clonal cysts. Maybe I was looking for the wrong thing. You'd think it'd be alphabetical, and it looks like it kind of is, and then it ends up not being it. Which is very cool.
Useless apes.
Yay, level 4? I, for one, am very excited.
Another success in the war of infinite healthcare. These may be mutilated shadows of the true Dr. Odious, but I do have a bit of a soft spot for them.
No, you're getting in there. Don't act like you're not gonna be researching, so you can't kill people and clone them. Okay, so now this one is getting a bit packed. And we'll just move with the arrow keys. It's a bit slower.
It's me again.
Means you're not gonna have a hissy fit. We'll do it. Hello again.
Good range of gubbins here.
We sure do have a good range of gubbins.
Think that one's new. I hope none of that's illegal.
Oh, is this the cyst? The cyst people need this. Got it. Then yeah, we will need a couple.
Right then. Back to the road for me.
Oh, we'll need some more again. Got a lot of these cyst fellas, huh?
On my back.
Is anyone specialized in that?
On my back.
Yeah, you're specialized in it. I get a couple more here.
Nice place.
Oh yeah, this lounge capacity is a bit limited. So we will get another one. Hopefully increase the capacity. Queues are still chockers. I might need a third. Oh, like a sixth one. Perhaps. Gracious me! We've got a lot of these cerebral hemorrhage things.
Idiots.
Oh, we got a picture? Put bees down. Maybe a tank of this thing?
We are rescuing more of my clones from the black infinity of death than I imagined. You are rather impressive, Director. I should very much like to meet you in person.
I'd very much not like to do that.
Personal collection of human house music, which I'd very much like your opinion on.
Sorry to intrude, but I actually wouldn't mind performing that review myself. I have rather a collection of them on Blast FM, if you're curious.
Oh, yes. That would be fine.
Splendid.
Thank you, Heal, for jumping in to save the day there.
Warm greetings to you all. How we looking? All company
No, thank you, sir. Oh, the doctor's needed because it was busted. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good dealing with the clonal cysts. Where's the bone zone? Have we really run out of doctors?
On my back.
It doesn't sound like something we do. Okay, you're a bone zone specialist.
I'm off to catch up with the news.
Brace for impact. A meteor strike is incoming.
Not if I've got anything to do with it. Egads, I don't. I wish there were a lot of Medibots or something, but I have not actually had any problems with the meteorites or asteroids. This particular playthrough.
What magnificent work! What effectiveness! What purity of purpose! I think I found myself embedded in just the right organization for my very particular needs. I had half a mind to flee to the shattered core of Burning Moon and resume my full assignments.
No, I got ultra burned.
Oh, wow. Wow! You monkeys have done such an amazing job. Maybe you people do have wizards. I'm sending you some bonus credits from my own account to say thank you. Not for any tax reasons.
Yay, we're a tax write-off, chat. The ultimate goal of all.
Oh, you did it! It's over! I'll never have to listen to his stupid cackling ever again! I guess there's all the clones, but... Well, to be honest, we lost track of the real Odious years ago. I don't even know what I'm talking about, sorry. Oh, if you're leaving, don't worry about any remains. We'll flush them through the recycling system when we get the chance. Protein's protein! Oh, thank you so much! Oh, I really am
Wow,
a massive fan of you humans.
Grace
you know
Norton's
that?
just talking and talking,
So
huh?
hairy and
Yep.
looking, but you create all these amazing things like unicycles and ska. Oh, you're the best.
Well then, that's the lot for us. I didn't think our modest little healthcare enterprise would bring us to an old penitentiary, but it's good to see that Galacticare's reputation is getting around. A resounding success as always, Director, and a genuine pleasure. Mazarian's instincts about Dr. Odious appear to have been correct. I'm sure he'll be a valuable member of the team. We'll have to make sure he doesn't start cloning himself again, or building an expeditionary force of old stormtroopers, but I'm sure we'll manage. Whether you choose to stay or barrel onwards to
Let's have
our
a brief look at the next level.
Melly and I await your command.
And then it is probably wise for me to start thinking about winding down, because it is a school night. Unfortunately. Even if I did have a mother.
We've received
And
reports of a tremendous environmental catastrophe. Dio, the living god planet mother of the Diani, has been struck by an industrial spill of mortifying scale. Odd family dynamics aside, Ms. Orion and I concur that Galacticare should assist. Should we fail, it's likely that Dio will perish, causing the eventual extinction of the entire Diani species. You'll be carrying the world on your shoulders.
Never
with
late,
this
Wolf,
one,
never
Director.
late.
Best of luck.
Always arriving precisely when he expects, when he's needed. How are you doing, Wolf? How's things? Oh, work, work, work. Oh, that's not good. Relatable, but not good. Any button. Control.
What? What the hell happened to my mother?
Oh,
You've
that's
gotta
the
be
Dione.
kidding. An industrial spill? What useless son of a bitch brought a tanker through here? All right, get it together, Twiggy. Director, we've got to get started. Please, as quickly as you can. If we don't act now, this might genuinely be the end. For Mother, for the Dione, all of it. I've been helping Cora design some tech that might actually help out here. Her brain runs like a rocket. If anyone can figure it out, she
So
can.
are we gonna be, like, launching artillery?
The Zen Garden is a little project Twiggy and I have been working up. And given the ecological situation, it's time to whip it out. We've modified a bouquet of xenoflora to take advantage of their naturally juicy characteristics. Chemical printers are good.
Which Need for Speed have you been
nature
playing?
still has the
I think
edge in
I feel like you
exotic
mentioned it was
squirty
Most
fluids.
Wanted, but I
Hopefully,
can't
Dione
remember
will respond to
precisely.
a more organic approach, and our spurty vegetation can be used to solve all sorts of problems for regular-sized patients too. Go get 'em, director!
On it.
Mesorian's working on a plan of attack for Dio, and some Dioni from the surface have requested our aid. Prepare the hospital as best you can, Director.
I mean, if you are playing Most Wanted, like I think you said you were, they do get pretty wild. Oh, Need for Speed Heat. Ah, okay. Is that the one in, like, Miami? Heat? Yeah, and Unbound. That's the one I played. On Strem. Let's deploy our hopes and you. There we go. Yeah, the tuning? Or the turning? Like the handling is just better?
Are we prepared? Dio is decaying. Bravo! Let's show the galaxy what making a difference looks like. The Dioni who were trapped on the surface are arriving for emergency treatment. Being created of Dio's own matter and chemistry, they seem uniquely affected by the disaster.
She might be an impossible old bag, but she's my mum, and I won't let this happen to her. I'm ready, Director.
No, I haven't played Heat. I have heard there are like some mods for Need for Speed Heat that do change the handling or whatever to be a little bit more kind of real. But no, I haven't actually played it myself. I've played the other one, as you know. That's right, we need a lot of plants up in here. Forgot about that. These guys are big plant fiends. The dwarfs cook, do they? Okay. Oh, I'm gonna move you over there. Then can I get another? Oh wait, hold on, can I get a double? No, that impinges on that. We can get another single. That there.
We've managed to heal the first victim. It's early days, but from the look of things, the spill is affecting Dio's cells like a prion, causing her cells to unfold into the wrong shapes. Everything's interconnected by either roots or pheromones, so this illness is cascading through Dio's ecosystem.
Brunch, get in here, champ. Chonk Jumbo, you're also coming on in. And Anxious Dreads, because your name is funny.
Director, I know it's a pain to babysit the needs of organics, but you will need to place some vending machines.
Okay, let's get the Pew Pew medicine. I should have a look at Need for Speed Heat. Though I'm not a huge fan of the kind of... because it's still got the day-night. Well, I mean, it was the first one that had it, really. The day-night thing, I'm not a huge fan of that.
Useless apes.
With that out of the way, we need to turn our attention to treating Dio herself.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that kind of... like almost EMP thing that they can pull off.
In case the scale and gravity of the scene before us has scrambled you somewhat, Director, I remind you that the call indicator is... We'll need to deploy a shuttle with a very large scoop to take the necessary samples from the surface. From there, we'll be able to learn exactly how Dio's biology is being affected. The shuttle is ready to
Make it
dispatch
so.
at your command. Wonderful. Once our precious shuttle is safely returned to us, we'll have a much better notion of... well, what the hell to do about all this, really. That's assuming you approve, Dr. Pop. I'm not quite sure how to handle the etiquette of sampling your mother.
Nah, you're all good. Go for it, mate.
Go for it, mate.
Director, the shuttle's picking up some valuable samples, but it's also just spotted Clem Banzig. We'll have the shuttle bring him along, I guess. I want to hear what the old gorilla was doing down there.
Hello, Galaticare.
That Baz was good.
I think I brought you the right bits. If not, it might just be bog rolls and videotapes.
Oh yeah, we don't have any toilets. Gotta have some toilets. It's a grind. Is it a bit of a grind?
Sheesh.
That's
The
right.
poison's
XP
even
at
got
night, money in the
Clem on his
day,
ass.
right?
And he's swallowed more toxic crap than anyone I know.
Yes.
Sorry about all this. My manager learned I'm an avid bird watcher and thought we could do some cultural outreach with the Di and I. Oh, I'm
Oh,
feeling a little
okay.
dizzy,
Oh, that's
though.
less appealing
so,
then.
I think I'm just gonna lie down here for a while.
Yes, of course. Pop on out when you're ready, Mr. Banzig. We're unloading the diagnosis canisters now. Let's process them and hope we can gain some insights on how to restore Dio.
Ain't too bad. I'd want to get it on Steam so I could, in theory, mod it or something. Because it is on Game Pass, so... Yeah, maybe I will have a look at it. Six levels? That is a lot of levels. I can't remember how many levels they had in the other one. Unbound.
Every diagnosis canister has been scanned and analyzed, Director. While I analyze these samples, I'll see if I can't coax Mr. Bansig out of his torpor with some soothing birdsong.
A nourishment module slows down the drain of staff needs, bypassing the need for legally mandated breaks. Interesting.
While you prep for Mr. Bansig, we've received a blueprint for the nourishment module from R&D. Once crafted and placed, it'll flood a room with an invisible cloud of relatively benign nanomachines, upon which your doctors will unwittingly feast. The tiny robots will then work diligently to satisfy their various physical needs.
Let's put them in the diagnosis room.
I hope you weren't feeling too bad about being coated in a chemical spill.
This group is pretty bad. Although, kind of
yes,
like
classic.
Energy. Huh. That's weird.
Yes, I wouldn't slurp any more of it than you absolutely have to, Mr. Bansig. We have no clue what the substance actually is.
Okay. Hypothetically, what if I've slurped, like, a gallon of it off my arm?
I'm sure that'd be fine. And in the event that it wasn't fine, your cadaver would be a phenomenal boon to medical research.
Oh, sure. Okay. That sounds good. I like helping. Honestly, it feels like I have knives in my blood. Mostly worried about my documentary crew, though. I think they're still stuck down here. Are they gonna be okay, or what?
Yes, of course. I'm sure they're amongst the many other patients on board. We'll take good care of them. Director, I'm fairly certain that they're dead. I'll arrange for a condolence card to deliver the news at a later date.
We need to get some teleporters going on, get people moving around this place a bit quicker. Ah, okay. Yeah, I forgot about that too. No, it is a good looking game. Like, you can say a lot about the Need for Speed games, particularly the recent ones, but they are very good looking games. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the handling, as you probably know.
Thanks, guys.
But it looks good. Cloud. That's pretty good.
Oh, sorry about that. I was trying to do a good thing for once, instead of getting in everyone's hair. I screwed it up again.
Not to worry, son. For once, this wasn't actually your fault. Do be careful out there.
Hey, thanks. And good
Yeah,
luck
that
helping Doc.
was very funny.
Beautiful down there, you know? Well, until everything started dying.
It was very funny seeing him get owned.
Another successful rehabilitation of Mr. Bansig's constantly catastrophic body. As you might expect, Director, Medi found a number of energy drinks stowed away in his shuttle. I suppose we'll find a better home for them. Based on sample analysis, the ichor largely consists of colossal cell matter that's been processed and refined somehow. Were it not for our recent experience treating colossals...
Yeah, I saw a thing with like one of those images that they have showing off all like the different reviews they got, and yeah, like you said,
canisters
Getting pretty good.
directly into Dio's environment.
That's all right.
The next
I'm
step is to
doing
process
fine enough.
canisters with one of Ms. Orion's chemical solutions.
It's a little bit busy at work, and I'm hanging in there. But I enjoyed my trip to Melbourne.
Load up your ballistic systems, Medi. I'm going to have a root around in some
I did. It was very nice to be able to like just take a week away. We got the full Melbourne experience.
Alert! Ads are starting.
It was good.
Your canisters are ready and hungry for the Zen Garden's lathery fluids, Director.
I'll just wait for the ads to finish first. Because I'm assuming that you're occupied currently with advertisements. I think so. I haven't actually gone through the pictures yet, but no, it was a good trip. We went down to see an exhibit specifically, but are we actually going to be shooting these things? So we saw that.
Catch you later.
Huh.
That scared the crap out of me. Those cannons aren't screwing around. Let's get some more canisters loaded up.
So we saw that. Saw a comedy show on the first night we were there. At my brother's request, and I'm glad I did, like, you know, pay attention to it because it was good. It was a good show. And then when would that have been? The Friday night, I guess. We had an opportunity to go and see an AFL match. The Magpies versus the Bulldogs, and that was also very good. And otherwise, it was just... Melbourne is a nice city, I think. I think I had a bit of Sydney bias. It wasn't a comedian, it was a... I didn't ask for double, did I? Oh, that's fine, doesn't matter. It wasn't a comedian, it was a improv show. So it wasn't anyone that I knew specifically, but more like a collection of them. No, we caught a plane there. We could have driven. Like, it's not super far, but it's also not close by any stretch of the imagination. So no, it was best that we flew down. It's only about an hour or so. I'm going to take that priority off that, so we can maybe get some of these other people to go through. What are you doing? Huh? Can I go here? Pool of rock. Go for it. I haven't been to Questacon in so long. It definitely does feel a bit different. Questacon being like the Science Museum of Australia, because it's at the capital. And it's very interactive. And because almost every school kid goes to Canberra, almost every Australian child has a very soft spot for it.
Some of my old programs are coming in handy.
Quite so, Millie. You're doing wonderfully. Keep up the barrage. Rejuvenate all sectors.
I haven't been there in a while. I think I tried to go last time, but I was on my own, and there are a lot of kids there, and it does feel a bit weird to go there when it's just you as like a, I think it was maybe 27 at the time.
Hello there. I hope you're all well. Browse away.
The light, I don't remember the lighting actually.
Fancy that one? Smashing. Always love a good trade.
Where did you come? Oh, there's another one here. I had no idea. I distinctly remember there was like a physics room, I guess, where you had like a slide that you could, like a vertical slide that you could get into a special suit and slide down in, and like a spinny thing where you sat on two ends of an arm with a like a pivot point in the middle. The games room, I guess it's called. And you had to kind of like try and throw balls to each other, but because you're spinning, it was quite difficult. You had to throw where where they were going to be, obviously, and not where they were. That was not super easy. Good fun though. I mean, it was good enough fun that I did that when I was in year 6, and I still remember that. Was an air hockey robot? I do not remember that at all. Well done you on almost besting them then. Ah, interesting. That must be pretty old. That must be pretty advanced for like what it is. Okay, we probably need another diagnosis room. Does that not count as plant life? No, it does, okay. Laser room! Get the pew-pew lasers going on. Ah, now that is very cool. You had to like see it kind of, in theory, like figuring out how it's going to defeat you.
That's all the canister deployment.
Wise and cheese, you're hired.
We'll have to process the results and see if we can improve things. But for now, it looks good down there. Kind of weird to see your mother for the first time in 50 years and start bombarding her from orbit. Life is strange, I guess.
Another couple of bombardments like that, and we might turn this ship around.
Speaking of, we're ready to start filling up 3 new batches of canisters. One will need Zen Garden juice, another some foam from the skin lab, And the third will need to be filled with photonescent in parasitology. I don't want to get heavy on you, Director, but you're literally saving my people from extinction. Cheers, eh?
Cheers, eh?
Quite
Yeah, no
so.
walkers.
Saving a galactic culture is quite the feather in your cap, I'd say.
I remember when I went last time, it did feel a bit tired, like a bit old. But then again, I didn't exactly... I think you also had to pay to enter? I can't remember. So I didn't exactly go super deep in.
With 3 distinct medicative canisters, one of them is bound to work.
Which is a bit of a bummer, but... here's what it is. Yeah, I went in year 6, and that was, I think that's the only time I've actually been through. But that was still enough to like solidify it as just goated in my mind.
Warm greetings to you all. Had to clean some of this up. Not easy with flippers. A fine invention.
Rare canisters with reignition serum.
First test canister is a hit to the target sector. Activating Armageddon strike pattern.
Excellent shooting, Meddy. That's my lad. Director, I've made a note to have another look at Meddy's extinction protocols, but I'm sure everything's perfectly safe.
Zeta Tinkerer. You're hired. So this is kind of like 2 Point Hospital, but in space. It's got a similar sense of humor, and obviously it's a very similar game. And I've been enjoying it. It's a game, it's on Game Pass, and it's a game that I've been meaning to play for a while.
And the brood is glad for your presence. I am Stannis the Mealfor. We bear
Oh, there you are.
shame here. Our blood mixed with filth and used as fuel through techniques unknown to us for millennia. Were we wiser, perhaps we would have foreseen. I could not stop it, alas, and my body fails from the poison. I ask for aid.
That confirms our suspicions about the spill, Director. Let's help our friend as soon as possible. Shuttle is
Deploy the
ready,
ambulance.
Waiting your order, Director. And the shuttle is away.
Stefan Angst. I mean, that's the other game I do really want to have a look at some point in the near future. 2 Point Museum. The trouble is, obviously, it's brand spanking new. So it's not super expensive, it's like 50 bucks, I think. But, not really in a situation to deploy that currency just yet.
To contrast the corrupted blood with samples of my flesh, it may aid your work.
Oh wait, hold on. I think if you go on Humble Bundle, I think there might be a Humble Bundle for that. I'm not kidding. I think I saw a Humble Bundle for Earth Defense Force. I don't know if it finished or what. But I swear there was one on there not long ago.
Diagnosis is complete, Director, and our large friend was quite right. We can use this data to massively improve our next cures.
Maybe it's Earth Defense 4, but I think it had 6 in it as well? Or maybe it was just 5, I can't remember. Is there any reason in particular you want to have a look at 5 as opposed to, you know, 4 or... I guess 3 is a thing, but... Stream. Yeah, fair enough. I think I picked up 4 a while ago when it was on sale one time. Or maybe from a Humble Bundle as well, I'm not sure. And the reason I picked that up was a similar reason. I saw a Let's Play channel play it, and I was like, that looks sick. The trouble is, obviously, you need to be playing it with friends. And I'm not especially good at inviting the homies. I mean, you can play it single player, but it's not the same. Because it's like, what's the...
Smashing.
Yeah, like Repo or like Helldivers or whatever. Half the fun is the accidental team kills. Because all of the weapons in that game are so just over the top.
Our canisters have been fueled with exotic floral juices and are heading to the shuttle. The shuttle is ready to dispatch at your command, Director. The shuttle is away.
I hear your small vehicle incoming. Thank you. Scrape me.
There are so many of those kind of... I think I've said it in an earlier stream, but there are so many of these kind of... a bunch of fellas doing things games recently. Like Repo, like the Lethal Company, and I'm a big fan of that.
Thank you, Galacticare. I will travel into the loam and seek the source of this calamity. May your work prevail. This entity, Dio, is a treasure, the only of its kind, and the worthy mother of all Dionai.
Well, I don't know about that. It'd be nice if the old bag would talk to us once in a while. Still, amazing director.
Yeah. I missed the boat on Lethal. But I've only heard good things about it. And the mod scene in particular seems pretty amazing. Like the amount of different like mods out there is crazy. Like the fact you can take your character in if you've got like a VTuber, but also, you know, maybe you've got more than however many friends. There's a mod to make that, you know, make a larger lobby.
We've ballistically dispatched half of this set of canisters. Dr. Pop, how do you think she's looking?
Way better than we could have hoped for. Her natural defenses are starting to take control again. Now that we've given her a chance to breathe, she's purging what she can from the surface and atmosphere. with one last dose from us.
I do not.
she
Is that
might
from
recover
like
all the way.
that other game whose name escapes me? Game we don't talk about. Interesting. League of Legends. Ah, one of the salty games. Yeah? I've never actually played it. I had friends who did. In school. But for whatever reason, it just kind of went past me. For better or worse. Don't? Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I've never really had an interest in like Dota or League. I guess we're playing for a little bit longer because I didn't expect to play till midnight. Which is basically where we are. Oops.
Hello, Galacticare.
It do be like that sometimes, huh?
Perfect. I'll chuck it in. Some handy gizmos in there.
I'm gonna try and get the entry as well a bit. Blam, my man, get in there.
This payload has been fully deployed into the atmosphere. So, now we just wait and see what she makes of it.
Looking good to me, by Jove. I've never seen a healthier looking planetary life form.
Yeah.
Nor any at all, in fact.
Yeah, but her neural
I meant
network-
to wrap up a little bit earlier than this.
I'm not really seeing anything. It should be far brighter than this. It's all right. We can fix her. We just need to bring the activity back down and give her a chance to breathe. Either that, or we find a planet-sized chunk of wood for her to bite down on. And that might take a while. Cora came up with a sedative in case something like this happened. If we juice the canisters and cerebral rehab, we might put her to sleep. Let everything settle down.
A splendid solution. Yes, rather inappropriate time for a pun. My apologies.
Nah, you're all right.
I missed the pun.
Medi's shooting is a hell of a thing to watch. I want to get him into a game of laser tag when this is all over.
Thanks, Twiggy. I think he'll plug some old code back in, though, so it's not really me doing it.
Nonsense, Mary. It's entirely you. You'd simply forgotten how, is all.
Ah, I guess that makes sense. Well, I can remember now, and I like it. I'm gonna keep blasting.
That's the spirit.
Her psyche is starting to shine, but why is it so chaotic? Oh, shit. Director, it's like she's having a seizure. It was all too much, too fast.
Huh. Oh dear.
Beans. So you go to the Drumarium, the Xeno Garden, and the Cerebral Crib. I might need another one of these then. put there. No, I didn't want to do that. The toilet shall be moved, and we shall put chairs there instead. Make sure you know the difference. Yeah, let's wrap it up there. I do need to go to bed. It's a real one more turn kind of game. So I could just keep going. But the boss would not like that. And it would probably affect my stream tomorrow. We're gonna raid out to Ruku Raikami, who is currently playing Hitman Resistance? No, Sniper Elite Resistance, which is, I guess, kind of similar to Hitman. So I wasn't totally off my rocker. If you like what you see, please drop a follow. I will be back tomorrow in almost 20 hours time to play some Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition Remix. I think that's all of the titles. As we drive through Atlanta, Detroit, and San Diego from the year 2005. If you like what you saw enough to follow and also want to do something else, please have a look at things like the blue sky I've put in there, or come on over and say howdy in the Discord. Thank you for joining me tonight. It was good fun. I do enjoy this game quite a bit, and I know it's not necessarily the most action-packed, but I'm hoping that it has been entertaining nonetheless. Let's go say hi to Raikou Ryukami, as they are currently shooting Germans on a dam. I will see you tomorrow in 20 hours. Have a good rest of your Thursday and a good start to your Friday. And I'll see you then. Alright, good night, but most importantly, God bless.